Hello mountain bikers everywhere, my name is Doug Folks and I am the Old Man in Lycra. I've got my own mountain bike YouTube channel which is all about helping regular riders, probably like you, ride better, and I suggest you check that out. Today I'm at Riebeekskloof in Paarl, that's the Western Cape in South Africa, a wine estate with, can you believe it, its very own mountain bike trails. I'm also very excited to have teamed up with Titan Racing to bring you a series of short reviews on their fantastically great value bikes. Today we're looking at the all-new Cypher alloy range. Last year Titan Racing released their first full carbon, full suspension cross-country marathon and trail bikes, the Cypher RS and the 120. Stunning high-spec bikes that perform at the very top level. Almost 1 year to the day later, and we get the all-new alloy versions of the same bike. Ideal if you're thinking of moving up to a full suspension bike and want a lot of mountain bike for not a lot of money. The range is split into 4 RS versions if you fancy yourself as a racing snake, and 2 120 versions if you prefer a bit more comfort and fun on the trails. So let's explore which one is best for you. All bikes use exactly the same frame and rear triangle, which has been designed around the 1x12 drivetrain. By changing the shock and the fork, you get 2 versions of the same bike. Genius. Other common features are a flip chip, which allows you to change the geometry, internal cable routing, which keeps things looking neat, a dual lockout, which is very handy when climbing, and the space for 2 water bottles, and that's a must for me. Rubber is supplied by Vittoria Barzo. Your price points in South Africa are between 28,000 Rand and 32,000 Rand, with the top of the range RS Elite coming in at just under 40 grand. So let's get on to the RS bikes. From the 4 I've chosen these 2, the RS Expert and the RS Comp, the main difference being your choice of SRAM or Shimano group set. Often this just comes down to personal choice, as both brands set very high standards in this area. The SRAM option gets the SX Eagle 1150 12-speaker set, and the slightly pricier Comp gets Shimano's SLX with their new 1051 12-speaker set, which is very nice. Both bikes come with a Markor Manitou 100mm fork. With the same spec and price as the Expert, the RS Calypso Expert comes in this stunning light blue colourway. Before we move on to the 120s, if you're feeling a little bit flush, then the top of the range Elite gets the RockShox SID fork and Shimano's XT drivetrain, which is really smooth. So, onto the 2 120mm trail options. There's the Expert and the Comp. This time you get the Manitou 120mm fork, SRAM brakes and the same choice of drivetrain. Being a trail bike, you get the wider 2.35 tyres and the essential, at least for me, dropper seat post. This one is supplied by X-Fusion. All of these bikes live up to Titan Racing's ethos of offering fantastic value for money. And so the real question is which bike is best suited to you? And that really comes down to your goals on a mountain bike. If you want the lightest bike and your focus is on racing, Strava PBs, shredding the trails and blowing your mates away on the climbs, then the RS range is for you. It climbs well, it's competent on the technical stuff, and it eats up the dirt roads and farm tracks. If, however, like me, you class yourself more as a weekend warrior and the podium isn't front of mind, then the 120 is your ride. The extra suspension offers more comfort, and the relaxed geometry means it's not so twitchy on the technical stuff. There's a little extra weight due almost entirely from the dropper seat post, which you might notice while climbing, but this bike really comes into its own and the fun starts on the descents. Drop your seat post out of the way and see your confidence grow. Don't get me wrong, you can still do a 3-day marathon stage race on the 120. The podium might be full, but the bar will definitely be open when you finish your day. So, in summary, 6 great value, aluminium framed, full suspension bikes aimed squarely at the rider on a budget, who wants a lot of bang for his or her buck. If you're thinking of moving up from a hardtail or an entry-level full sus, then one of these bikes will be perfect. All the latest technology, they come in race, 100 or trail 120mm variants, and don't forget, all bikes benefit from Titan Racing's unique 5-year multi-user warranty. All the details are on the Titan Racing website. Contact your local dealer for the best price, and this Old Man in Lycra will see you next time.